Hi everyone, welcome to Aggror's devlog number 4. In this video I want to show you a very quick update on the spline paths. So in the previous video we've seen how we can use spline paths to create a camera path, or a path where an airplane flies around a map. But what I also wanted to do for spline paths is the support for physics objects. This can be very useful, for instance, if you have a platformer game where you have these moving platforms, like this guy here, in our scene. So think something like Super Mario, or, I said Mario, I mean Mario. Or for instance, the Half-Life 1 and 2 intros where you start in a train or metro and that moves across the rails. That's really cool. That's where you can use these spline paths as well. So we get a little extra option here for the spline path followers, and that's simply a checkbox, use physics. I'm using the Leadworks 4.4 kinematic joints, which are new or updated, and I wasn't sure what the performance was going to be or how the stability was going to be. Josh's blog said that it was an improvement, so I was going to assume that that was true, and as far as I can see, that is actually true. Because if we are gonna play this, and there goes our platform. Let's see if I can jump on it. Missed, of course. Let's give myself another shot. Yes, there we go. Look at that. And I'm not touching the controls or anything, and we just stay on this platform, and that actually works surprisingly well. I suspected, or I thought I would fall off, but that is actually not the case. There is some jittering, as you can see, but that's because of the amount of nodes that I have on the path, which means that sometimes when a speed is added, it's not actually crossing the correct node in a spline. So the fun part is, let's get off on this platform here again, is what happens when we start adding multiple objects onto this spline path. This is actually really funny. Let's spawn a couple of objects. Another one. Here we go. Well, this all goes pretty well, but what happens if one of those objects intersect? We get this. And the result is actually really funny, because it still tries to force its way onto that spline path until you eventually get this like cholesterol artery block. Let's spawn another one. Let's see if we can get up. Oops. So this is actually really fun. They're blocking each other right now. Yeah, so that's that's something that can happen. There's not much we can do about that. It's actually, I'm surprised by how stable this works, and I gotta hand it to Josh for that new kinematic joint. It works perfect. You know what, let's try one more thing. Let's just go into single viewport mode, and let's create a cylinder. Let's say somewhere here, and let's create like a little tower. If I set its physics to rigid body, props, let's set it to 10. Let's also make it a little bit thinner, like that. Let's run it again. Let's see if it knocks it over. Yep, there it goes. that works really well. So this is really cool. You can do so much cool stuff with this. But for a platformer like Super Mario, Crash Bandicoot, that kind of style, this already works pretty awesome. Okay. Stay tuned for the next update, which involves either the spline paths or the road editor.